Hi there, my name is Marika Vellei. I'm a permanent researcher at the French National Center for Scientific Research, and I supervise, together with Assistant Professor Jérôme Ledreau and Professor Christian Linar, the PhD work of Abdelkader El-Koubi. The research objectives we are trying to address with the MuSIC project, and in particular with the PhD work of Abdelkader, are actually related to some problems that we first raised some years ago while I was doing my postdoc with Jérôme Ledreau at La Rochelle University. During my postdoc, we were trying to understand how time and time of the day affect occupant thermal comfort. And we soon realized that we could not answer this question without considering this fundamentally human circadian rhythm and without considering how light affects synchronize this rhythm. So within the scope of the MuSIC project, we are now tackling this issue, this problem, with adopting a multisensory and multi-domain approach in which we are not only considering the thermal sensory domain, but also the other domains, and in particular the visual and light domains. So you will now hear from my colleague, from Ledreau, that will tell you more about the experimental approach and the experiments that we are doing as part of the PhD work of Abdelkader to address this issue.
As Marika just explained, we relied on experimental methods to evaluate the effect of light on thermal comfort, and this within the circadian framework. And more specifically, we used this climatic chamber to evaluate the effect of light, and we had around 20 participants spending 4 sessions of 3 hours in this room. In this chamber, we can control the temperature, the airflow, the ventilation rate, and of course, the lighting, which is the main purpose of our study. With this lighting system, we tested 2 different conditions by changing the spectrum and intensity, and this in a warm environment. And to assess the effect of light, we relied on physical and subjective measurements. Every 10 minutes, our participants answered questions about thermal comfort and preferences. Measurements were also taken to better understand the body's response before, during, and after the experiments. Measurements included skin temperature at various locations, electrodermal activity, blood flow, and also environmental data of the chamber. Finally, the last and most important step is to analyze the data to see if there is a significant effect. And that's the task that Abdelkader is conducting right now, so stay tuned.